Are we ready to talk the Federal Reserve and Jerome Powell? Well, I want us to take a listen to Senator Elizabeth Warren. She says the markets could really absolutely take a dive if this all turns into an Apprentice episode. Listen.
Understand this. If Chairman Powell can be fired by the President of the United States, it will crash the markets in the United States.
TW, what do you think?
Yeah, the market will tumble if he does that. Look, two things can be true at the same time. You can say that Donald Trump's criticism is right, that he's often late, and that's a critique that's come from the right and the left, both to raise rates and lower them. And you can also say that Trump wants him gone, in large part because part of the impetus of these taxes in Trump's mind is onshoring, right? And if there is a spike in inflation at all, people are going to be tighter with their pocketbooks to invest and to expend capital. So if we can make rates more attractive to fund the onshoring projects, the new developments, you're going to want that. Now, but he's had those concerns forever.
Well, look, and we can't forget that Trump actually nominated Jerome Powell during his first term. Dan, what do you make of it?
I think if he screws around with Jerome Powell, he's really screwing out the world economy in a way that is unbelievable at this point. The markets are already telling him, hands off tariff. This is killing our sense of stability and investment. It's killing the sense that we have an ability to actually have a plan to do that onshoring. And if TW is right and that's what he wants to do, where's the plan to actually create that investment? It doesn't exist. You can't just build the wall and then not build anything on your side. And if Jerome Powell doesn't respond to what Trump is doing, we are going to create into a recession and inflation. He's his own worst enemy if he's going after Jerome Powell.
Tiffany, how big of a deal is this rift?
Yeah, he's not going after Jerome Powell. I mean, they're posturing, and let's be honest, the markets like stability and predictability. I think they overreacted completely. President Trump knows this. He knows that his tariffs worked. He talked about it in the clip that we just watched. His tariffs built a strong economy in his first term. In fact, there was a 2024 survey that showed that his tariffs did build a stronger economy and worked on reshoring. So that's what he's focused on, and that's what's happening. I think there's going to be some volatility and some up and downs, but people have to hold on. Like, we were headed down a path of bankruptcy and ruin to the point that something needed to be done, and that's what the American people voted for.
Yeah, well, it's a very scary time for small business owners who have, product that they've paid for that's or that they've got invoices that they need to pay with merchandise coming in. They don't know if they're going to be able to pay it with these massive tariffs. Naveen, I'm going to let you have the final word on this.
Well, listen, I think this is actually turning into Trump's Achilles heel. The economy was one of the reasons he got reelected. Voters didn't like a lot about Donald Trump, but they thought he was going to be good on the economy. We've seen the lowest consumer sentiment. We have seen his job approval on the economy absolutely go inverted. That was the one thing in all of his first term, Donald Trump almost never had negative job approval on the economy. He is so unpopular on the economy, minus 20 points with independents, many of whom voted for him. And so that is the real problem here. And the other thing I'd say, which gets to the other conversations, everything Donald Trump does is about exercising power. The Murkowski story is about people trying to react to a president who is pushing the bounds of the president's power. Same thing here. He knows he cannot fire Jerome Powell, not only for economic reasons, but for legal ones. But he's going to push the boundaries, just like your earlier stories tonight.
And let it play out in the media as well. All right, panel, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.